What is up guys, Sushi Gaming here, back with another game video, and in this video I'm going to be counting down what I believe is the top 5 best situational heroes in Overwatch. Now this isn't a list of the best heroes in Overwatch, but more so a list of which heroes are specifically good in certain circumstances, which is where they really excel. I also do try my best to explain with reasons why I think they are good in the particular situation I put them in, but of course this is objective. There are various reasons why I think they are good, however this is based on my own experiences and by me playing through the game and experimenting with the different heroes Overwatch has to offer. So onto the list and onto number 5, which I believe is Hanzo. Now Hanzo I believe excels in narrow hallways and generally close combat to mid-range combat, but not too close, otherwise those pesky traces can really take you out. So Hanzo has obviously the ability which is Scatter Arrow, which you can shoot at the floor or at a surface and multiple arrows will bounce off of that surface. This is particularly good for taking out enemies at closer ranges, as the arrows bounce off the surface as a collective, dealing multiple instances of damage. Hanzo's ultimate Dragon Strike is extremely powerful, especially if you want to control a particular objective. Because of the ultimate's large area of effect, it forces enemies to retreat from the location it is active in. This is perfect for when enemies are pushing the card, as they are forced to retreat from that location, and maybe you can start a fight with them because of this. Additionally, it works on control points, as the enemy is forced to retreat from that location as well, once again due to the large amount of area the ultimate takes up. Now onto number 4, which I believe is Winston. Now Winston I believe is an extremely powerful tank hero that can bring a large amount of utility to any team, but particularly in situations where you want to get to a point as quickly as possible, or if you're struggling to break through a certain objective. Winston is a really good pick. Also, Winston's ability to jump to the back line makes him a very powerful disruptor. A large amount of enemies on the enemy team will have to then focus you, while the rest of your team can easily take the objective. Because of his ultimate as well, Primal Rage, he can easily knock people around, once again causing a huge amount of havoc with the enemy team and acting as a really good distraction to help your team easily take the objective. Now onto number 3, which I believe is Reaper. Now you might be thinking, isn't Reaper good in every situation? He's one of the most picked heroes at the moment and he seems fairly strong in the current meta. And while that is true, I believe Reaper is definitely more powerful in certain situations than other ones. For example, if you're on close quarters maps such as say Dorado or King's Row, he really excels due to the small hallways that he can creep through and then quickly attack the enemy from behind while he's close to them. Additionally, his ultimate Death Blossom does a huge amount of damage, once again in a close range. This works really well to get enemies off the cart or off a certain objective if you are really already struggling to get them off of that point. Now onto number 2, which I believe is Bastion. Now Bastion also one of the stronger picks at the moment, but he really does excel in maps where you have to defend a certain area or a certain objective. He can really easily lock down a certain area, as his transform mode with his minigun can shred through enemies really quickly. In this way he's good at long range, close range, but he's particularly good at just defending any point on the map. Particularly the last point on escort maps. He seems to be extremely strong in that situation, and that is why I've put him down as number 2. Now on to number 1, which I think a lot of you wouldn't have expected, or maybe you would have. It's Symmetra. Now you might be asking, why is Symmetra number 1? Well, I believe the utility you get from a teleporter is extremely useful on the first point of control maps, as it provides an alternate route to the point that you wish to get to. Because of this, your teammates can quickly go through the teleporter and provide you with instant backup, instead of taking that really long walk from the spawn to the second point on the control maps. Because of this, I think Symmetra deserves the point of number 1, as she is very good in that particular situation. But once that first point is broken through on control maps, she is basically useless and usually required to change, which is the nature of Overwatch. But once again guys, this is an objective list and your list probably looks a lot different. And if it does, please put it down in the comments below with maybe a brief explanation as why you think a particular hero is good in a particular situation. Also, if you'd like to help me out, subscribe to my channel and like the video. Hopefully we'll be releasing future Overwatch content if that is what you guys enjoy. But anyway guys, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and goodbye.